Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I'm doing a we'll call it a brutally honest review today. I got a few tellies here that I own. This is the newest one that I got. This is a Fender Ultra in Mocha Burst. And the lighting in this room is making it look totally strange right now, but you'll see it when I turn the camera around. Anyway, I got that one I'm going to do first. I'm gonna go by, I guess, the most expensive one first. And I got over here, I got a Fender Elite. I think it's 2018. Beautiful guitar. Over in the corner there, I got the Fender Player. I have a few of those, but I'll do this one. It's an electron green. You'll see it. And it's got all these are stock. That's, I think, another thing you guys will find, kind of useful or interesting or whatever for your own further, purchasing ideas. And over in the corner there, I got a old Mexican Standard. It's probably about 15 or 20 years old. The body is all, messed up and whatever. It's the paint is cracked, but it sounds good, and it's got it's got an aftermarket neck on it, but it's a Fender aftermarket neck. It's also got some interesting pickup things in it. It's got a well, I'll tell you about that when I turn the camera around, but I'm going to do this Ultra first to show you what I'm working with here. All I'm going to do is just play right through this clean channel, this little THR10, and I got it's on the crunch, but it's set to like a clean with just a little bit of reverb, and you can see it there. Well, everything's about 5 o'clock there on the bass mid treb. Alright, so yeah, let me try to turn this camera around without alright, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm working with Flintstone shit over here. So alright, so this is the Ultra. Nice guitar. Alright, I'm going to start on the neck pickup of each one. So, alright, let's see here. So, there's a couple things I love about this guitar, and then a couple things I personally don't like. So here's the neck pickup without the S1. And I'm just going to say this for those of you that don't know. I'm sure most of you do. The S1 switch here is on the Ultras and the Elites. It's basically, to me, to my ear, and I'm not going to play through any distortion, but it basically boosts the mids, is what it sounds like it does. And honestly, I mean, on certain things you'll hear it and it sounds good, but I mean, some people will probably just want to leave it on the whole time. So, you can decide for yourselves as you hear the little licks here. I'm just going to do kind of probably the same kind of licks in each position here. So here goes, neck position without the S1. Throw on the S1. Alright, so that's the neck position. In that position, on this guitar, it doesn't, to me, my ear, it doesn't sound like it's really doing much, but obviously it's not loud or anything, but anyway, so this is just an impromptu type of review here, guys. But anyway, alright, so go to the middle, and I'll turn the S1 off. I will say that these pickups are a little bit quiet, like they're supposed to be noiseless, but this one definitely sounds like they got it right. In this one, you'll hear it. It's not as noiseless as they say it is. Maybe something's wrong with that circuit, but in my ears, it makes it's not totally noisy, but they're not totally noiseless either. You'll see that. So here's the middle position with the Ultra, without the S1. Alright, and then so I'm going to put the S1 on and we'll see what... Alright, so automatically you can hear what it adds with that. It's very clear. So here's without. With. Yeah, so I could definitely hear a difference with the S1 switch with that. So anyway, alright, so let's go to the bridge. And the tone knob, I'm not even going to mess with it right now, but I'll show you at the end with this. There's something about this tone knob that I don't like. So, alright, so here we go. Bridge position without the S1. Alright, so that's the bridge position without the S1. Very twangy. I mean, it sounds, you know, quasi-telly, I guess. Alright, so here's the S1 switch with that. Alright, so bridge position without. And with. Alright, so to my ear, that sounds like, in that position, it kind of just gives it a boost. It doesn't really do much. I mean, it doesn't give you like super boost in the mids. It just kind of boosts it. So lastly, with this guitar, I want to show you one thing I don't like about the tone knob here. And I know they have this no load thing or whatever going on. So I've got it, obviously, I did everything with it just normal. It's in that, it's got like a little divot here, and it just if you turn it, if you want to turn it lower, then it clicks. You can hear it, and that's supposed to take it, I guess, out of the circuit, so, or whatever they say. So, but when you do, it doesn't have a treble bleed. So here, I'll turn it all the way down. Again, I'm just playing through this little THR-10, so there's nothing going on here, but I'm just saying it's actually probably better that you can hear it like that. So, you know, you can make your own opinions. This is weird because, well, I guess it's not weird in a way because it doesn't have a treble bleed. So, but listen to this here. Listen to the volume with it fully up. Turn it down a little bit, even just a little bit, maybe, you know, 2, back to like 8. All right, now it's all the way down now. I mean, it would be obviously a lot different on like higher volumes, but what I'm trying to get at is that you lose a lot of everything, I guess. You lose volume when you do that. So, you know, you just have to, if you get one of these yourself, or if you have one already or whatever, and you haven't played around, I guess just play around with it. like I said, of course, we all know that it's going to sound different when things are turned up and you got effects on, all that stuff. But I'm just playing straight through this thing just to give you guys a better idea, you know. Alright, so I'll just do some a little strum on each, just to finish this up here with this. That's neck pickup. Middle. Alright, so anyway, that's the Ultra, man. This is, it's weird because I like this guitar. It's, I got it for a great deal at my local store here in Hudson Valley. Alto Music, shout out to Alto Music. So they gave me a really great deal. I love it, actually, in so many ways, and there's a couple things that, like I said, I don't really care for, but, you know, like when I go on our group, the Telecaster group there, it's, you know, something where, you know, you can always switch these pickups out. You can take the S1 system out. You know, I'm sure somebody already has done that. But yeah, overall, man, these are really good guitars, man. It's beautiful. The color changes. It's really strange. Here, I'll bring it up close to the camera without you having to see my ugly mug, hopefully. But it's got like really nice texture to it that doesn't show up in pictures, and I've got some weird lighting in here, but hopefully you can see that through the camera. It kind of changes, almost like I got a Texas T on the way too, but it's obviously, this is, you know, different from the Texas T. It's not as dark. So anyway, all right, next one here, man. Bear with me. As I can't get the cord out of the jack. Yeah! You guys are gonna love this. Alright, so here's the Elite Fender Tele. Beautiful guitar, man. I love the color on this. I got this one from N Stuff Music and online. So, alright, let's tell you all about this one, or as much as I can. We'll do the same kind of thing with this one. Again, with this one, just playing through the clean channel. This one's got the S1 switch too, and the divot thing going on there. So I think the pots might be a little dirty. I apologize, but so start with the neck pickup. So all right, so here's the neck pickup. So that's the neck pickup. Here's with the S1 switch, neck pickup. Everything's full up. Volume tone is all the way past that no load point or whatever, so it's not even in the circuit. As you can hear, hopefully you can hear that on the camera, it's not as noiseless as they say. unless there's something wrong with this particular one. Anyway, so. Okay, so that's the neck pickup with the S1. Oops, sorry. Here's the neck pickup with the S1 switch. With that, it sounds like it adds a lot of bass. So here's the middle pickup with the without the S1. With. Without. So that's a real contrast there, you know. And again, this is noisy. I think something might be wrong with the pots in here. But anyway, that's another story. So, but I'm just trying to, you know, you can definitely hear the difference between the Ultra and the Elite. I'm sure some people are going to say, I like the Elite better. It's weird. Why did they even change it? You know what I mean? And also another thing I want to say with these two. Let me just do the bridge pickup, and then we'll talk about that. All right, here's the bridge pickup without the S1. Okay, so and here's with. Not as dramatic in that position, in my opinion, at all. So here's without. With. I mean, you can hear the difference, but it's not as dramatic as it is in the middle position there. Anyway, all right, so the same thing applies with the no-low tone pot thing. And this is crackling, so I apologize for that. It's definitely got some problems going on. But anyway, but you can hear, you'll hear this. So here's all the way up tone. That's with it all the way off. So I mean, it's actually, I like it better on this one than I like it than on the other one. For some reason, it doesn't. I mean, yes, it takes off a lot of high, which is obviously, unless you have a treble bleed, that's what it's supposed to do. But you know, I'll turn it gradually up. Here's like 5 o'clock or something like that. And then here's all the way up again. I mean, me as personally as a player, I would just even take this right off. I don't even need the tone knob, but that's not everybody, you know what I mean? Some people are gonna be like, yeah, I don't even need that damn thing. But yeah, like I said, in my opinion, so let me just do a strum like I did with the other one. All right, so just like let's do our little G chord here. All right, so here's the neck pickup, S1 off. Alright, so here's with the S1. Not much of a difference there. But here's the middle with without the S1. can hear the dramatic difference with that right there. For some reason, on the Elite in the middle, the S1 makes a dramatic difference. Anyway, and here's the bridge strum without the S1. With. Without. Alright, so you can hear the difference. Not as much, but in this middle position with this guitar, it's dramatic for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, so yeah, here's this. So that's the Elite. Let me bring it up to the light here and get my ugly mug out of the way. Alright, so it's a beautiful guitar, man. Alright, so one thing I want to mention for anybody that doesn't know is that if you have not played one of these and you're used to, like, say, you know, a traditional Tele neck or one of the ones that I'm going to do now, the Mexi ones, they are completely different than the Mexicans. The feel, and obviously, you know, most of you know, it's a 10 to 14 compound radius. I think this is a the same, but they are actually pretty different, man. This one is a wider neck. I'll bring this up here. Alright, so you can kind of see, but you know, here's the Ultra and here's the Elite, right? So you can see it. I guess it doesn't transfer on camera, but you know, if you're thinking about one of these, and definitely, you know, go to the store and try it, man. You know, that's all I can say. And there's so many debates about, ooh, I don't like the changes or whatever. All right, they both got locking tuners. They're, you know, this one, both of these I haven't even had these set up. This is completely out of the box. This one I got about a year ago or so, and these barely ever go out of tune. These, I mean, they're so good at that kind of thing. What else can I say about them? You know, you know, a player might want to get one of these and just change the pickups out. I've seen that online. You know, a lot of people do that. I don't understand why people aren't doing that more like they do with the Mexican ones and the traditional Teles that they got, and say, you know, you could put a thing of Bardens in there. It's going to sound completely different. It's still going to feel the same. It's not going to sound the same. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, the necks are, first of all, they're very comfortable to play. Like, you know, I'm an 80s kid, and I like to do shred once in a while. And it's like, you could shred around on these a lot easier than you can on, say, one of those 21 fret, 9.5 inch or 7 and whatever it is, the Mexis. So, you know, so just like I said, man, if you like them, all right, so just bear with me here for a second, man. I'm going to go over and grab my, my Mexis. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. All right, so this is a dirty, actually. So the chrome is dirty, but I got this at I forget, somewhere in the Midwest. I ordered it online. Anyway, this is Electron Green Fender Player Series, and it's dirty. I apologize, man. Anyway, this is fairly new too, but you know, this is just a standard Fender player. So let's hear the difference between this and the Ultras. Again, I'm just going through this clean channel here, THR10, and it's just that's what it is. It's simple, you know. I'm not going to try to play any Yngwie Malmsteen or anything through these things. All right, I just wanted you guys to get an idea of what the differences are. All right, so obviously you're going to get some 60 cycle hum, but not too bad. And you know, it's not, this thing is actually pretty cranked. All right, so again, we're going to do the same thing with these. This one doesn't have the no low tone, for those of you that don't know, and no S1 switch. So this should be faster. All right, so here's the neck pickup. All right, and then here's the middle. Bridge. Alright, so to my ears, man, this sounds more like a traditional telly, you know? I mean, I've played a few really expensive traditional tellies, and this is more, they're more towards the, you know, that single coil. You get that, you can hear it, you know, as soon as I play. I'm playing the same licks as I played on the Ultra and the Elite, really, but it just gives you that telly thing, you know what I mean? More so than these guys. You know, to me, maybe, I don't know, maybe not to everybody's ear, but to my ear, those are more geared towards like rock and pop and stuff like that. I mean, they could do the country thing, but you know, it's, you know, there's no, there's just something to be said, man, just for just a telly plank, man. You know, that's all it is. So, all right, let me just do a strum with each pickup. So here's the neck. Okay, that's the neck. Middle. Back to neck. Alright, so that's this, man. It's you know, we all know what these guys are. So like I said, man, you know, there's something to be said about the here's the back of the neck. No locking tuners, man. You know, it just stays in tune pretty good. I mean, once I got it broken in and everything, it stays in tune, man. Like you know, all you guys know, man. There's something to be said about just a Straight up telly, man. Can't beat it. Alright, so let's go to the next. This is probably the most interesting specimen of the day right here. Let's see here. Again, sorry guys, man, I'm working with like Flintstones technology and shit here. Just through my iPhone 6. Alright, so this is a, like I said, I think it's probably about 15 or 20 years old. It's been through hell. I mean, I played like, you know, I played it for like 7 or 8 years in a rock cover band. You know, we did like rock and pop, and the one thing I could say is that it's a freaking brick shit house, man. You know, you can't beat these things, man. I mean, it's probably falling off the back of a truck or something, man. And it still just stays in tune good. This is an aftermarket neck. I had to replace the neck, not because it was broken, just it was worn, you know. So whatever, I wanted a new neck. Anyway, the interesting thing about this is it's got some wiring things going on here. My friend did to it. I might even have that taken away after a while, but it's got some aftermarket Graphtex, and it's got locking tuners. I'll show you at the end. So anyway, this is a JB Junior, and this is a cool rails for a Strat. So, because I went to get a cool rails for our vintage rails for a Tele, and they didn't have it in stock. Basically, long story short, so they put this in there, and I like it, man. And for the rock thing, it does really well. But you know, some of you guys will probably like this better than whatever, all three of those other ones. Maybe not. We'll see. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy as I did with the other ones, and the intonation is a little bit out on this. The intonation, but other than that, man, you know, let's take it a go. All right, so here's the turn my volume up. Here's the neck pickup in this. Got a nice spank to it, man, you know. And like I said, that's a cool rails. It's got more mid than you know, your average Tele neck. It's got a lot more mid than all three, I think, in my opinion, to my ear. You know, not too much though. It's not like way like a, you know, something crazy. It's just it's got something that those guys don't. All right, so here's the middle pickup, middle position. Sorry, middle position. Get a nice wide range, you know, even just like, you know, of course everybody knows this, but here's down by the bridge. It's very dramatic though, you know, on this one. I'm not sure if that's the frequency doing, you know, of the pickups doing something to the, you know, the playability, but I mean, I know that does that on all guitars, but with this one it just seems to be a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I know you're not going to be down. I know you're not going to be down here doing that a lot, but I'm just saying it does make a difference. All right, so here's the bridge. Loud. It's loud. Loud bridge pickup. It's like I said, it's JB Jr. So it's you know, I played in a cover band, rock cover band for 7 or 8 years with this, and it does the job, man. You know what I mean? Does the country thing well though too. Neck pickup especially. You know. All right. So let's just go back, just for sake of posterity. My friend put a whatchamacallit in here, a splitter. I have no idea what he did with this, but doesn't sound like it's even engaged to me. But I'll go through the neck. I'll go through the positions and see what happens real quick for you guys. That's with it, without it. That's with it. I'm sorry, if I could speak right. Here's the middle, without it. And here's with it. Yeah, I'm not sure it's even doing anything. Here's the bridge. And then without it. Actually, in that position, you can really hear it. Actually, so here's without it, and then with it. There's without it. Here's with it. Yeah, it's actually sounds like it's a coil split. So it's taken that because this is, like I said, a JB Jr. and it's taken that humbucker sound away. So here's without it, and then with it. Oh yeah, I can totally hear the difference with that. He did that after I was in the cover band, so I really haven't actually explored that aspect of this guitar. So anyway, man, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, James Patrick's Vids. Or, you know, friend me on Facebook at James Patrick Cunningham, or like my page, James Patrick's Music. I'm also a singer. Actually, that's what I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years, is acoustic gigs. I've probably done thousands of acoustic gigs in the last 4 or 5 years. Anyway, yeah, here's this guitar. This is a battle axe, man. It's not pretty, but yo, it works, man. So here, I'll take my ugly mug out of the picture. All right, here you go. Like I said, it's got the cool rails for a Strat in the neck, JB Jr. in the bridge, and a little splitter for this. Obviously, like I just went through, it splits this one here. It doesn't really do much for the other positions. I'm not sure why, but anyway. And that's that. I'll show you the neck. This is one of those 9.5-inch radius necks, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, anyway, guys, man, I hope you enjoyed this, man. Everybody be safe, man. Thanks.